Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Kern Radio. Check us out online at kernradio.com. You can download the Kern Radio to your smart device and take us anywhere you go. Plus, we're also streaming live on YouTube. That's right. Head over to YouTube right now and look up Kern Radio. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. You can come along with us every single day, live at 2:05, broadcasting live from the Kern Radio studios, powered by Adaptive Networks. For all your IT needs, give them a call, 661-241-0638. Boy, do we have a great show for you lined up today, ladies and gentlemen. We have guests, Cherese Grell with CityServe and Jeanine Johnson are going to stop by, and they're going to tell us about the mayor's ball and CityServe. You'll find out what CityServe does, their Elevate apartments, what that is all about, and what the mayor's ball is and who benefits. We'll get to that. And the other news, what was the other local news I was going to talk about? I had written it down. Oh, yeah, school teacher. I didn't bring my notes in with me, Chris. I'm so excited and giddy today. Man, I would just wish people were paying attention. Everybody else is just late to the party sometimes, Chris, and I just wish people were paying attention to this show. I didn't even bring my notes, but there's a school teacher, a PE teacher, I believe, in Tehachapi, and we've learned more about this case of the PE teacher that inappropriately touched a 9-year-old, which really infuriates me because I have a 9-year-old daughter. But what the school did or didn't do, what mom I mean, kudos to you, mom, for teaching your daughter. And we'll get into what exactly the details of the case here in the next segment. But my goodness, what is wrong with the people that are supposed to be protecting our children? And we'll tie that into the Zack Scrivener, because apparently there's a U.S. attorney, United States, not California, but a United States attorney in town, according to a assemblywoman, I believe she is. And we'll explain that as well. But if you don't follow me on social media, boy, did you miss the city council meeting fireworks that went off last night. I showed up at the meeting not even expecting to see what I was going to see. I didn't even realize. I mean, I paid attention to it, but I glanced over the topic that made City Councilman Ward 6, Zack Bastirtash, go off on city staff and his fellow city council members. I was just there because they were going to give a gel bed task. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not the name we gave it. It's Bicycle Bob's I need to get reelected gel bed task force. Now, let's not let what we've titled it take away from the good work that they are about to do. Bob is just leached onto it because he needs to get reelected. He hadn't done anything else, and we'll hear from Bicycle Bob here in a second after his follow-up to what we'll hear here in just a moment, Zack Bastirtash. But I walked in at 3:30. The meeting started, and I sat down next to Mr. Turnipseed, who I'm sure he'll be on Ralph's show later today at 4. It's Thursday, right? He sat right next to me the whole time. And so here's the context. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already heard, or at least the 2 minutes of City Councilman Bastirtash going off about homelessness and how things have just not worked. What the context of him going off was, they were doing a clean city initiative presentation. And so I walk in and it's empty. There's nobody sitting in the middle except for a very sweet and lovely business owner. I won't name her. Cassie Biddle. And then Mike Turnipseed was on the right. And I said, okay, I'll sit next to Mike. And then I look across the room and I see a bunch of people in suits. It turns out that's city staff. They were all there to give presentations about all the great, wonderful things that they've done, about how we started this clean city initiative back in 2000. And since then, and different departments would come up and explain to how the police department is doing outreach in the community. We've even been on the Bakersfield Chambers podcast show on 17. Look at us holding coffee with the Baco Chamber president. And then City Waste and Rapid Response comes out, and Rapid Response, they've described how over 5 years they've picked up 11 million pounds of trash in this city. They went on to explain how in 2020 they were doing, and I'm sorry, I forgot my paper down the hall. They were doing less than 100, clearing less than 100 encampments. Last year, triple. And so he's giving this presentation, the rapid response guy. He's like, "Yeah, we've picked up this much trash, and last year we've cleared more encampments than we ever had." Like, and I get what he was saying, but the way it registered to me, sitting in the audience, and I turned to Mr. Turnipseed and I said, "Forgive me for thinking this way, but if we are doing anything remotely to even solve or at least start to pick away at the homeless issue, why are we picking up more and more trash continually year after year? Why are we clearing out more encampments continually year after year? If we're supposed to be if we've spent millions of dollars, whether from the state or from the federal or from locally, if we've spent so much, why are we not even making a dent? Why does it feel like there's no progress? And the stats are showing it. We have to clean more encampments. Now, I couldn't say that in the audience sitting next to Mr. Turnipseed during the meeting. I would have gotten called out by the mayor, and I don't want to have that happen again. But I whispered, I said, why are we picking up more if we're supposed to be doing a better job? And so the presentation goes on and it ends, and they go to the council for comment. And the first person that comes up is City Councilman Zack Bastirtash. And if you haven't watched the video, I'm going to get the whole clip and I'm going to post it on our social media. So go follow us, Kern Radio, on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And you can follow me as well, because that's where I put the original clip of Mr. Bastirtash going off. He begins by rubbing his face, and you can hear him in the video when we play it here in a second. He just, for those of you watching on YouTube, he just goes like this. And he looks around, and I'm like, oh boy. And he rubs his face again. And then here is what followed from City Councilman Ward 6, Mr. Zack Bastirtash.
Oh, I have to take such a deep breath. I want to thank everybody for all of the effort that you put in to clean up and do your job, bro. You're fantastic. Really, that's a lot of work, and I appreciate that.
I have to take a deep breath because I mean, it's been almost a year. I remember sitting here and asking about our homeless crisis and issue, and if it was worse, better, or the same, and it was better. But, you know, on the slide, we've got more encampments and trash places that we've cleaned up year over year, and it's increasing ever. The responses to these parks are right next to elementary schools. I'm thinking about Wilson Park, the park I grew up with when I went to Frank West.
Frank West!
Little kids coming out of school dealing with this stuff. And I'm enraged that we prioritize homeless degenerates over our children in our community. We've wasted millions of dollars on treating a problem that's not doing anything. All the while our community is crumbling before us, and we're happy with the effort that we put here. We're letting our kids down. We're letting our community down by wasting another dollar on trying to clean up this mess when they need to be in jail.
Thank you.
When I went to Laredo facility today and I'm talking to them, they're saying 50 to 60% of the inmates they have are struggling with mental health. I thought to myself, it's drug-induced mental health crisis that they're dealing with. And the longer we let homeless people sit on the street and get abused, the closer they get to being completely a vegetable drug addict for the rest of their life. Never being able to be restored competently back to being a functional member of society. As we continue to baby them along the course and not hold them accountable for the crimes, the theft, the trespassing, the destroying of our community. Their brains get more and more destroyed by the 115-degree sun, the methamphetamine, whatever it is they're on, and it's destroying our community. Then they get to Laredo and there's nothing that can be done with them. There's a backlog. We need to prioritize holding these individuals that are terrorizing our community accountable. We don't need to waste any more money on coddling them and putting a Band-Aid on the situation. And I challenge my colleagues. You've heard me up here and you've heard my frustration, and it was spelled out to me that it's better, or it's maybe that, but we just saw that the amount of camps, they've gone up. It's increasing. And I love those pictures of the train tracks next to the auto mall that we go and y'all know so much work into cleaning it up, and it looks so amazing and it's nice. And then a week later, they're back.
Right back. And
it's 10 times worse. I don't even want to call and take pictures and report it anymore.
Neither do we.
To prioritize actually getting in front of this. And I'm so happy that the next item is the jail bed task force. But as a council, we cannot continue to waste money on anything until this problem is dealt with the right way. The right way. This isn't just a downtown, East Bakersfield, West Bakersfield, South. This is affecting our entire
citywide
community. And our kids they're going to grow up seeing this, and they're going to get desensitized, and they're not going to care about making Bakersfield a better place anymore, because we don't even care. We want to clean up the trash day in and day out. We want to hurry the homeless people down the street, and we don't want to protect our kids, our business owners that are paying the salaries of half the people in this
all of you.
We want to just waste all of their time, our time. Enough is enough. We've got to take this serious, team. We've got to take it serious. I saw more camps coming to the city council meeting today than I ever have my entire life taking this route. It's a problem that affects all of us. We've got to take it serious. When the agendas come up and there's items on here that it would be a waste of money.
Bank of America
money we need to spend in light of what we've seen today, in light of what our community is going through. We have to take it. We got to fix it. The city isn't coming to help. They're shutting down the prisons. They have no more mental health facilities being opened up. We're going to sit here and celebrate the fact that we're picking up thousands of pounds of trash while these degenerates are ruining our community. They're criminals. They're thieves. They're destroying our town. Our kids deserve better. Our business owners deserve better. Our families deserve better.
Thank you,
I think about the moms that are walking. We care about them, walking their kids past these parks, dealing with all of this stuff they have to deal with, like it's a third world darn country. Like we're not paying millions of dollars in taxes to make sure that our city is up. So ask ourselves, I'm done. I don't want to grandstand on this, but man, I don't want to repeat myself for 4 years on this term that I got 3 years left. We've got to take it serious. We cannot waste money on one more frivolous thing that is not going to change the trajectory of our city from becoming a rundown cesspool where we just coddle homeless people anymore, or thieves anymore, where people think they can just take advantage of our community and not be held accountable. We have to be the team that brings accountability back into our community so that our community knows that we are actually fighting for them. Our business owners know that we're fighting for them. The kids that we cheer on every time they come do something for a council meeting, they were actually fighting. We got to put our time and our effort and our money where what we say. It's got to match our words.
He killed it. He absolutely freaking nailed it. And I wanted to so bad stand up during the middle of his speech and raise my hands and clap and do everything that I was just doing right now on the radio. I would have got kicked out. But I so badly wanted to cheer that man on. Finally, somebody is saying what we all feel. Finally, a leader is spoken up and called out the rest of his colleagues. I applaud you, Mr. Zack Bastirtash, for having the guts to stand up there sitting next to all of your colleagues up there and making that speech. It didn't seem like it was rehearsed. It didn't seem like it was something he had written down. That was pure passion. Somebody leaned over and said, "What is Zack running for?" I said, "Nothing. He cares about our community, period." He didn't need to run for city council. He didn't want to run for city council. He had to run for city council because he's tired, just like the rest of us are, tired of the inept leadership in this community doing nothing to fix the problem. Just chase after it. Be reactive, not proactive. We'll hear from some of the other city council members that tried to speak after Mr. Bastirtash. And later in the program, Cherese Grell and Jeanine Johnson come in and talk about CityServe and the Mayor's Ball. If you guys want to chime in, please feel free. Call, text 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. You can jump in the chats on YouTube. Go over to YouTube, search up Kern Radio or the JR Show. You'll find it. Jump in the chats. I'll be in there during the break as well. Woo! Thank you, Mr. Bastirtash. Thank you. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Start your day right. First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m.
on the Friday edition.
What's going on, y'all? Let's go. Will Andre be in the studio? No. I don't know if he'll ever come back to the studio, to be real. What's up, Chris Orr? We have sound. Hi, Andre. I don't think Andre is going to be here, man. Hello, community. What's up, Ray Ray? Audit the homeless industrial complex. Well, we gotta start taking proactive steps to fixing this. And the city, the jail bed task force is a good thing. I think I've asked that question years ago when I realized that the district attorney wasn't prosecuting misdemeanors anymore. And I said, well, why can't we do it? We used to, as a city, we used to prosecute misdemeanors. Our city attorney used to do it. What are we doing here? And so finally, now that Bob Smith needs something to hang his hat on to get reelected, he wants to pretend like, oh, I started this jail bed task force, and we're going to hear from him. That's why I started the jail bed task force back in September. Well, it's September 4 years later, Bob? Hey, please. What changed? What changed your mind to make you all of a sudden think this? Sorry. How many on the city council are directly or indirectly tied to the homeless industrial complex NGOs? A lot of the homeless don't want help or have mental illness. Yep. And we just need to start condemning them. I'm sorry, we do. We just do. Unhoused are criminals. There's too much money coming in for them to want to fix the homeless problem. Yep. But the encampments always come back because the homeless are still there. Yeah. Exactly. That's the problem. That's the point he's making, Jim. Like, we're in a boat and there's a hole in the boat and there's water coming in, right? And instead of going, hey, we probably need to fix that hole so the water stops coming in, we just bought a bunch of fancy ass spoons, some silver, some gold, and we started teaspoons shoveling water out of the boat. Well, the hole It's about that big. And there's water coming in, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And all we got is our little silver and gold spoons trying to shovel freaking water out of the boat. Well, fix the hole.
To the JR Show. Like disco superfly.
I smell sexy candy. Can we not say the S word? Is that what it is? It's just SEX.
Yeah, it's just completely clean.
We're all-
I didn't expect it to
That's
cut
the
out
cutouts.
that too and say Kids Bop, but dang.
I guess we're a family show, Chris. We got to try to keep it
So
clean.
is ESPN, but they kept showing a certain fan on Monday.
What?
You don't know this
No,
story?
I don't know that story.
Okay, so this is the fun thing about that. So national championship game, ESPN is covering, obviously, and has it on their station. And there's been an internet thing that's been going around because in the crowd
Whose
during the
girlfriend?
Miami game,
Oh.
there was a certain fan that was recognized for her
Okay.
career in the adult film industry.
Ah, gotcha.
And ESPN kept cutting to her on Monday
Well,
exclusively.
it's all about the views. It's all about
And
the
I
clicks.
said, you know exactly what you're doing.
Oh heck yeah, they know what they're doing. It's all
Don't
about the
you start.
clicks. It's all about
This
the
is
views.
worse than the rose petals in the air during Lion King.
That's why the NFL loves Taylor Swift showing up at games. It's all about the eyeballs. As long as you can get people
I
watching.
guarantee you that you gave her tickets to that game.
Oh yeah, they're not dumb.
And
They're
they
smart.
said Miami alumni.
Yeah, maybe she did go there. You don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure she did. Definitely frequents Miami. I can tell you that.
Welcome back. It is the JR Show. We just heard from Zack Bastirtash. If you need to watch at least the portion that's on my Instagram, head over to y.not.jr. It's right there. I posted it last night. It's gotten over 100,000 views. Finally, the rest of the news outlets here in town are trying to catch up. But so tell all your friends about us, because we don't react to the news. It's like how the city staff reacts to homelessness. We don't react to the news. We make that mess, boy. That's what we do here at the JR Show. But he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And guess who had to follow up? No, not Andre. I know you guys are like, oh, JR, Andre, tell me Andre was next. No, Bicycle Bob was next. Bicycle Bob was next. And just listen to what Bicycle Bob followed up with right after Mr. Zack Bastirtash.
Thank you, Mayor. I can't follow that drama. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the passion, and I have the same passion, but I
No,
can't
you don't.
express it that way.
No, you don't.
I agree that we need the jail beds, and I started the jail bed
I
task force,
started
and
the jail
we're
bed
making
task
progress,
force.
but that is,
We're making
does not mean
progress.
we've been wasting money.
Yes,
doing
you
this
have.
because we've been doing what cities do.
I don't care what cities do, Bob. That's the problem. Is all the cities are doing the exact same thing and nobody is fixing it. In this whole, well, I started the jail bed task force. Yeah, because you need to get reelected. You started that in September, 4 years after. And he's not saying that it's a waste of money. Yes, we need to clean up the poop, the trash, the encampments. What he's saying is, if we were actually fixing the problem, we wouldn't have to do it so freaking much. I described it as being in a boat, and there's a hole in the boat, and water's coming in. And instead of trying to fix the hole in the boat, we bought fancy teaspoons to try to scoop water out and not even paying attention to the hole in the boat. Got to get to a break. The Mayor's Ball coming up next. It's the JR Show.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters
Keep it
in
gangsta, y'all.
Washington.
Keep it
Attorney General
gangsta.
Pam Bondi says a woman who led an anti-immigration enforcement protest
two.
who disrupted a service at a Minnesota church has been arrested. Bondi announced the arrest of Nakima Levy Armstrong in a post on X on
Do you want
Thursday.
me on that one?
On Sunday,
can put that one here, 'cause
protesters
I don't
entered
like
the
that one,
city's church in St. Paul, where a local
do
official
not
with
like that
immigration and
microphone.
customs enforcement serves as a pastor. A massive winter storm is barreling towards the eastern
Not
U.S.,
like that, Michael.
threatening to bring
It's
severe
echoing
ice
too
and
much.
snow from Texas to Boston. Forecasters warn the storm could rival a hurricane in damage to power lines and trees, especially in areas with heavy ice. On Wall Street, the Dow by 306 points, the Nasdaq rose 211, the S&P advanced 37. This is SRN.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Chris Davis. A not guilty plea from 35-year-old David Angulo, who was in court Wednesday to face a first-degree murder charge in the killing of 78-year-old Thomas Charles Horton in North Edwards in 2008, when Angulo was 18. He was brought back last week after being arrested in San Bernardino. You may have seen the signs at Liberty Bell on Truxton Avenue Wednesday. The people were protesting the Trump administration's one-year anniversary and also the harm they say police and immigration officers are doing the country. Crime is down in Delano, say police there, reporting drop in rapes, murders, and stolen cars over the last year, but more robberies and aggravated assaults. No. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN newsroom with news every half hour and when it breaks on FM 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Byrna was recently ranked number 10 on Forbes' list of the 100 most successful small-cap American companies in 2025, a recognition earned by solving real problems for real people. Byrna is proudly hand-assembled in the United States, right in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Our mission is simple, designed to stop, not kill. That's BYRNA. As the world leader in less lethal personal defense, Byrna creates launchers for everyone in the family. The newest Byrna Compact is small enough to fit in a pocket or purse, yet powerful enough to deliver real stopping power out to 60 feet. It gives you the confidence to defuse a dangerous situation without resorting to lethal force. Every family should have a Byrna within reach. It fires potent kinetic, tear gas, and pepper ammo rounds that can disable an attacker for up to 40 minutes. Law enforcement agencies across the country rely on Byrna. No background checks, no permits, legal in all 50 states, ships right to your door. Visit Byrna.com today and find the right launcher for your family.
But if somebody, if like just know it's beautiful.
Roll with it. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com. Download the Kern Radio app to your smart device. Take us anywhere you go, plus streaming live on YouTube. Head over to YouTube, search up Kern Radio or the JR Show, and make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Come along with us every single day. Also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X, Kern Radio, or myself, JR Flores. Why not JR? We were talking about the homeless issue and being proactive, and some of the folks that are actually proactive in that fight are the fine folks at CityServe. And joining us today is the executive director, right? Kern. CityServe Kern.
Director of CityServe Kern.
Make sure she's made past the window is going to be like walking through the studio and be like, hey now.
Responsibility of the executive director.
Pastor Window's like, hold on a second. not the just Kern. So because there's different chapters
Yes.
of CityServe, and we'll find out exactly what CityServe does. But with Cherese Grell and Jeanine Johnson, we're here to talk about the Mayor's Ball. Welcome, ladies. Welcome back.
Thank
Is this
you.
your guys'
Yes.
first time on my show?
No, like the third time.
But
Well,
I was filling in for
yeah. Oh,
people.
yeah, you were filling in for
See that?
Ralph,
You-
if I
you s-
remember right.
So
So
this is
yes.
it.
You see that? That's
Yes.
mine.
There we go. Look at you go.
And it's
you
all
allowed us here. This is amazing.
yeah, no, because you guys allow me to do something, and it's all because I was the voice for the Mayor's Ball for so long that they
Yes.
allowed me to have a radio show finally.
Yes.
They're like, if you're doing the Mayor's Ball, you have to have a
Right?
show.
Yeah.
So
Welcome.
before we find out about the Mayor's Ball and what that is all about, let's find out about CityServe.
Yes.
What you guys do, how it started, what's the mission there?
Yeah, I love it. I love our mission. It's funny. Our executive director is Don Crabtree right now. And,
Oh, is it?
Yes, and he always turns to me and he says, and Cherese can tell us the mission better than anybody in this company. And our mission is to equip, train, and mobilize the local church to live out the gospel of Jesus Christ
Right.
through compassion in our community.
Yeah.
And really, it's not the building, right? It's you.
It's the people.
It's the people. It's the people who say there's something bigger than us. It's us who know through the word who we're supposed to be taking care of, the
Right.
orphan, the widow, those that have been imprisoned, those that are afflicted, those that have been exploited. How can we help them and really take that servant heart stance to help them?
And
that's our focus.
I was gonna say, what are some of the programs you guys do to help them move along? Because
Yeah.
it's easy to go, oh yeah, we're helping them, and then
Yeah.
not really do anything. But you guys are actively proactive, and that's the thing I talk
Yes.
about is we have to be proactive. We can't just be reactive anymore. We have to be
Yes.
proactive and meeting these people where they are and wrapping them around them and loving them and showing them there's better things and there's better ways, and here's how you can get help, and holding their hand if you have to,
Yes,
physically,
exactly.
not just
Exactly.
literally, but physically
Yeah.
walking with them into wherever they need to be. And you
Yeah.
guys are doing that. Talk about some of the programs you guys do.
Yeah, so Elevate is probably the most seen program. Literally, we have our 4-story buildings that are in the parking lot between the CityServe building and the DMV on F Street.
Right on F Street.
And so a lot of people think it's a homeless shelter, and it's not.
No.
It is housing for those that are coming out of housing insecurity, those that are couch surfing, those that really don't have that sustainability of their own, those that are also coming out of foster youth, because at 18, they're pretty much let go.
Yeah, you guys have 2 separate buildings there, right?
Right.
One is for people coming out of homelessness,
Correct.
and one is just for kids that are aging out of the foster
Yeah,
system.
through the age of 25. Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Correct. So,
And I've got to tour the facility. When you guys did
Aren't
the
they
opening,
beautiful?
oh, they're beautiful.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
beautiful. Like you said, it's not a shelter.
No.
They have their own apartments.
Yes.
And not only that, though, what I learned is there's accountability.
Yes.
And that's what we miss sometimes, especially if we're taking people off of the streets and only sticking them maybe into a hotel.
Mhm.
And I always argue that's not the best environment for somebody to get out of that. You're only
Right.
sticking them back into that same environment, that same cycle. That's not going to work. And what you guys did was like, no, we're going to build some apartments down here and actually give people a positive place to be able to
Yes.
grow.
Yes, and have classes, teach them how
All
do
on
they-
site.
Yeah, all on site. How do they take care of their apartment? Cooking classes is another great one that we have that is going on. We also have some people in the community that come in and do Bible studies. So it's open up to
There's a church right
to
there.
Elevate. We have church every Sunday.
Pastor
there.
Rocky.
Yeah, Pastor Rocky with our Elevate Church. Absolutely. That all are welcome. We even have some people in the neighborhood that as I've been leaving the building, they've come to me and said, "Can I go to church here?" And it's like, absolutely. We've got children's programs. We've got all of that good stuff. So come and see that. We also have caseworkers that are working with them. We team up with Bakersfield Behavioral Health. And so really getting them on track, giving them financial literacy lessons, really, how can we be working with you to get you in sustainability? We also have our Ed Collab program in which we team up with Project Higher Up from Bakersfield College.
Yeah.
So it's
Great partners in the community.
Yeah, great partners. You know, where there are pathways into higher ed learning. There's pathways as we work with different companies here in town to get them employed. So we're doing mock interviews with them. We're teaching them about resume building, how to budget, how to write a check. How do I budget?
How do I open a bank
coming in?
account?
Yes,
All the things, yeah.
So we're really, it's a lot of wraparound services to create that transformation and sustainability. And we invite them all in. We're open arms to that. You know, they get incentives for coming.
Yeah.
So, but there's no, you know, they're doing it of their own will. And typically what we're seeing is they're coming into the Elevate apartments because they want something more. You know, and we have different programs where we teach them, you know, their worth and value.
Yeah, they're ready to take that next step in recovery.
And and who they were before is not who they are now. And they don't have to carry that with them. That's not what they have to label themselves as.
Yeah. And that's only one of like the initiatives that you guys do, because you have the apartments and you have all these services for the homeless, but on the other side, you guys are, like you said, empowering churches. You're reaching out to local churches and getting them to reach the people that are in their community directly in their neighborhood.
Yes.
Talk to me about some of those things.
So kind of interesting today, our team is down in Altadena. So we've been very involved because CityServe started here in Bakersfield in 2017, and we are headquartered here. So we go across the globe. So we're not
from the neighborhood to the nation.
From the neighborhood to the nation. So we're just not in Kern County, although I love to talk about Kern County. But so as an example, we are still working with churches that are down in Altadena within the fire zone.
Yeah.
You know, and we're working with churches today down there. We put together another outreach where we're aiding those that are still affected by the fires, helping those. We brought in our goods in kind services that we get from national retailers to be able to help them, you know, whatever needs that they have.
You need
in
a
their
couch,
household.
we got you.
Yes.
You need a fridge,
An
we got you.
purifier, we've got you. You need pillows, we've got you. You need a blanket, we've got you.
Mm-hmm.
You need cleaning supplies, we've got you. And so we do that. Like, for example, in Altadena in the fire areas, we're also doing that around town. So we had a big event not too long ago with the Camilla Apartments. We love the residents of the Camilla Apartments. And we did a big Love Your Neighborhood event and just brought out a lot of GIK. We had partners in the community come out, churches come out where people are praying and connecting, and they could go to church on Sunday. We had a pastor come out and he was giving away Bibles. We had different partners that came out to share their resources with those residents of Camilla's. Like, this is how we can help you.
Yeah.
And
we have to get into the streets, into the neighborhoods, and again, meet them where they are.
Yes.
It's so important.
It is important.
It's important work you guys are doing, and you can't do it on your own. You need help. You need volunteers, but you need sponsors and donors and events. And that's where the mayor ball got created, right, Jeanine? How did you get involved with the mayor's ball?
So 6 years ago, Robin Mangrum called me.
And you don't miss that call.
You just know.
If Robin, yes.
I want you to go down.
And you can't say no to her.
No.
It's
No.
like, oh
And
boy.
especially when she stepped down as the chair, and then I got that role as chairing with Cherese. I don't know how she keeps doing it to me, but asked me to take a tour of CityServe, and immediately I was like, absolutely yes.
Yeah.
So came on as a committee member, as their event planner and designer, and then in the last 3 years, Cherese and I have taken over as the chairs of the event. So we both take a couple double duty roles, but my love for it is because of just the compassion. I know this sounds so silly, but we start our meetings, every meeting, even if it's a Zoom meeting, with prayer, because without God, we can't make any of this happen. And
Amen.
We need that higher power to make us be able to, do what we do in our normal lives, and then come here and do this and raise money for such an amazing cause. So I'm blessed to be a part. And I love designing. I said I would only chair if I got to keep designing. And so far, they're okay with that. So.
And you do an immaculate job,
Thank
by
you
the way.
so much. We love to make it beautiful. Also within a budget, though.
Right.
We have to be due diligent when it comes to how much we spend and how much we take our donors' money and do it the right way. And that's what I can say about Mayor's Ball and CityServe is we really do try to manage it right, make it beautiful, but also on a nice budget that makes it fair.
Well, because it's elegant, it's classy.
Yes.
And it's got the mayor's name attached to it.
Exactly.
How did you guys manage to do that? Karen, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and use your mayor's. You're going to use your position.
You can't, as just like Robin Mangum, you can't really say no to the mayor. She's amazing. She is such an advocate for it. She supports us. She lets us run it. People will try to call her and she's like, I don't know, call Cherese and Jeanine, like, but she's there with us. She prays for it. She's just amazing and she trusts us and that's great. But she also just loves CityServe because it's just such a program.
The work that they're doing.
We need it.
Yeah, I want to give a little bit of a shout out to Mayor Go because from a CityServe standpoint, she is the Energizer Bunny. She's
everywhere.
Every event. It's mind blowing.
I just saw her. We were at the Polar Plunge.
Oh my god!
I love it because she didn't do it, by the way. She doesn't go in the water. I go in the water. She didn't go in the water. And I always love being able to like have side conversations with it's just me and her because then I get like actual Karen, and she's just like, I'm just so tired sometimes. I was like, Karen, you're at everything. Yes. She's like, I know. I was like, did you do anything for Christmas? She said, no, I took 2 days off. It's good for you.
Yeah.
I don't know when the last time that lady's had 2 days off.
And I will tell you, from my perspective, you see her a lot on social media, but with my position over Kern County, if she gets a call from her constituent, if there's any question about CityServe, she is on the phone with me.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, I call Mayor Go my friend, but she holds her friend's feet to the fire.
Oh, she does. Yeah.
And she goes, I got a call about this. I want to know what's going on. What do you know about this? What about this? I need clear direction. I need to understand. When we were building Elevate, it was the same. She said, I am coming down there and you're going to walk me through. And I said, absolutely. You get your own tour and you could come anytime you want and talk to anyone on this site. But she is an advocate for this city and she's an advocate for her constituents. And she does that behind the scenes. She's probably gonna shoot me for saying
she won't post half of the stuff she does. When she's in Sacramento, when she's in Washington, DC, when she's on the phone with all these leaders and trying to fight for our community. Those are the things that people don't see.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people think that she is just a mayor that is out for social media
ribbon cutting, and she does that.
She does that plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
More than she has to do.
Yeah, she is great for the city, and I'm proud to have her as our mayor. So very much so.
If people want to get involved in CityServe, how do they do that?
Yes.
Volunteers or
absolutely. Matter of fact, for going to Altadena, we had a call for volunteers. The best way to do it is to go to cityservenetwork.com. We have a place where you can volunteer. You can also get on our newsletter, and we send out emails. I'm doing about a weekly email blast right now. So if there are any events that we have, if we're doing any type of work where we need volunteers to come in and sort, we see that a lot as we're doing gift bags for different families and helping out the churches, supporting the churches in those ways. So the best thing to do is go to cityservenetwork.com, sign up as a volunteer. You can also call our front office, 558-4441. Amanda is at our front desk. You talk about the end all, know all of everything. It is Amanda. I don't know what I would do without her. And she's amazing. And she is able to share different ways to volunteer and what we've got coming up too in that moment.
Nice. And if they want to get involved in the Mayor's Ball, is sponsorships available or get a table? How do they do that?
Sponsorships are available.
Yes.
Who do they contact?
They can go to bakersfieldmayorsball.com. That will get in connection with myself. That will also get in connection with our communications team. Jackie is all over that. So when they sign up Jackie and I are notified of that information. And then if they have any questions about Mayor's Ball, they can also reach out to info@mayorsball.com, or they can also reach out to Amanda, who quickly gets them to me. So 558-4441. But Mayor's Ball is exclusive sponsorship.
Yes.
So tables are going fast. So we would love to have business out there. Bring your friends. Bring your team. It is just a nice.
It's my favorite event. It's my favorite event. I go to a lot of events. That's my favorite event.
Yeah.
It really is.
We'll make sure to keep making that happen.
It is. I mean, what can people expect that night? What can they expect from the program?
Well, it's always a beautiful night, but also just the inspiring stories, like the inspirational stories of people that have come from all these programs. That's what keeps me coming back. I always, grew up in a single parent home, didn't always have it easy, but never have had to live the life some of these have lived. And my children have never had to live those lives. So them hearing these stories when I come home and tell them what I saw and how this person inspired me, and it's just amazing. It's amazing what God does for these people, and with CityServe's help. We just love it. So it's going to be a beautiful night. Of course, you're always going to have to be surprised. I'm never going to tell you what it's going to look like. You just have to come dressed up in your finest.
I was going to say, but make sure you come dressed so clean.
A tie, a tuxedo, a gown is a must at the Mayor's Ball.
Yes. I actually ran into, what was his? Was it last year? Josh, I think his name. Who, or was it the year before that? The gentleman that they highlighted at the Mayor's Ball. I can't remember what his name, who he was.
Oh, the one that works.
But I ran into
JJ.
I ran into him at church probably about a month or so ago.
Yes, he is an interpreter at church, and matter of fact, he just became a dad for the third time. His baby is probably about 6 months old now.
He stopped me.
JJ Gomez, is amazing.
He is. I just love to see that they're still there. You know what I mean? They're still walking the walk, and they're still, you know what I mean? And they're still plugged in, and and to see them at church, I was like, yes,
it's because of the
success.
Programs, the programs help you grow. And like you said earlier, there's been other deals that nonprofits I've been involved in. They're like, oh, we're going to get them off the streets, but we have to fix what's in here and what's in the heart and what needs to be fixed first, and then help them grow from there. If you just put them in an apartment and they don't know how to take care of themselves,
it's not going to change.
Just, the battle just keeps going.
It keeps going.
But that's what's happening at CityServe and Elevate, that they're getting that. So that's why it's so amazing.
It's amazing. Thank you guys for all the work that you guys are doing at CityServe. Thank you for the Mayor's Ball and what it supports with CityServe. It's just so tremendous. Again, get the number or the website if people want to get either involved with CityServe or the Mayor's Ball.
Yeah, so BakersfieldMayorsBall.com. or CityServeNetwork.com. And our main number is 661-558-4441.
There it is. Get plugged in somehow, whether you're volunteering or whether you're coming out to the Mayor's Ball. It is all going to help a great cause. And I'll see you guys there because I'll be in attendance.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Very excited about that.
So am I. Thank you. It's an honor to be able to be a part of that. It truly is. So thank you, ladies, for asking me every year to come back. I do appreciate it. But thank you for stopping by as well.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, you're welcome back anytime.
I can't wait to see how you wear your hair then.
I know it's getting long. I'm going to do it nice. Don't worry about it. I got it covered. We got to get to a break. Cherese, Grell, Jeanine Johnson, the Mayor's Ball, CityServe. Look it up online. We'll be right back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Sweet. Yeah.
How are you going to wear your hair?
I have no idea. No idea. This is probably the longest I've ever
Start
had.
your day right. First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m.
On Friday edition of the First Look program, it's going to be pretty entertainment intensive. We got Daniel Betts is coming on, talk about the grand opening of the Well Comedy Club, the grand opening of the downstairs at the Woolworths Music Venue, news, traffic, weather. It's all happening 6 to 9 a.m. Right in at News Talk 96.1, streaming live on the internet at KernRadio.com.
First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Attention business owners, are you tired of IT companies that try to squeeze your unique business into their cookie cutter solutions? At Adaptive Networks, they know that no two businesses are exactly alike, and your IT shouldn't be either. While other MSPs offer one-size-fits-all packages, Adaptive Networks takes time to listen and understand your specific challenges, your industry requirements, and your growth goals. They build custom technology solutions that actually fit your business, not the other way around. Whether you're a small local company or a growing enterprise, Adaptive Networks adapts to you. Their customer-driven approach means you get exactly what you need. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't settle for generic IT support. Call Adaptive Networks today and discover what truly customized technology solutions can do for your business. Adaptive Networks, because your business is unique and your IT should be too. Visit adaptive-net.com or call 661-241-0638.
We
keep it gangster, y'all. We keep it gangster.
Industry, and I'm here to tell you a few of the reasons why. First off, King Door carries Clopay garage panels and LiftMaster openers, so you're guaranteed quality and reliability well beyond the reach.
I give my boys some love, man. I don't care.
It just gets better from there.
None of the other stations give my boys some love. My boys give me love. I'm gonna give my boys some love. Shout out to Kern County Activities.
Manned by the most knowledgeable technicians anywhere. They have all the technical expertise imaginable.
Right. Shout out to Kern County Activities. How come that is, you guys? How come none of the other stations in town want to give Kern County Activities love? Like they ain't watching them. We're all watching. We're all watching. Don't be mad because they beat us. I'm just trying to join in. And don't get me wrong, I love the TV stations. Especially, well, I shouldn't say which one I love more than the others, but it's on in my office all the time. 17. I drink out of their coffee cup. Love them. But they ain't us.
The sign is gone.
The cup. He's going for speed. In the time of. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Online, kernradio.com. Kern Radio app on YouTube. Kern Radio, social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. Kern Radio. Or follow me, JR Flores. Or why not JR? Because if you did, you saw the video last night. Before we played it today, before the news stations even picked it up. I love 17. I shouldn't say this. Mike Hart might be listening, but they're my favorite. They really are. I got them in the office all day. 17 plus app.
Can confirm.
I drink out of a 17 news cup, a coffee cup in the morning. They are I know Derek Jeffrey, the general manager. I know Candy Cassidus, the weather. She used to be my neighbor. But how come none of them want to give Kern County Activities love? None of the stations will give Kern County Activities love. Why is that?
Well, they have a bad track record of showing the worst.
We're all watching.
True.
We're all watching. Chris, they shared they're following me now, by the way.
No, again, I'm not saying I watch. I am an avid follower.
I shared the Zack Bastirtash video, and they shared it, and 100,000 views later. And nobody wants to give them love. I'll give my boys love. Shout out to Kern County Activities. We're all watching.
See, my thing is if that's where you pulled it, you need to give them love. You have to.
Just saying.
But if you didn't pull it from them, then
they did. 17 ran it one day and they blurred their name out.
Right. See, that's unfair.
Like that. See, y'all ain't
that's
right.
not right.
I give my boys love. They give me some love. I'll give them some love. Shout out to Kern County Activities. They don't give me free hats for saying that. They just, they just do whatever. But, oh man, all right, we got to get out of here for the day. Make room for the Ralph Bailey Show. What's it, Thursday? Mike Turnipseed was with me at the meeting last night. Make sure he discusses it. Coming up next. This has been the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN.
They can't keep up with us. They can't keep up. Tell your friends, tell your in-laws, tell your exes, tell them all. We don't react to news. We make it. Late. Love you guys. We keep it gangster, y'all.